I have a question from Rick Christie of the Palm Beach Post, and he's kind of concerned about housing. As we can see in South Florida, rents and mortgages are just sky high, and he wonders why isn't this more of a political issue? What's your answer to that?
I this is sort of like a conversation that I've been having with Representative Evan Jenny, the House Democratic leader. And and Jenny puts it this way: is anyone paying attention? That's the other thing that is unusual about this session. When you look at the redistricting controversy that's playing out, when you look at the Don't Say Gay bill, which is really a public education bill, this is an attack on teachers. It's not only an attack on gender identity politics, but it's also you are censoring a teacher. You are killing the speech of a teacher. And then the abortion issue itself. Why there are not, and don't get me started about the labor issues. Why there are not more people at the Florida Capitol protesting and keeping an eye on these lawmakers is beyond me. The question really is, and this is Representative Jenny's question, is anyone in Florida paying attention?
John, I'm going to get back to that question I asked James. What other issues do you see that should be addressed, but really, it's been passed over by the legislature at this point?
Well, I don't really have too many other ones than what James pointed out. I mean, these waiting lists that the state has had for years for public services. The Agency for Persons with Disabilities is one that is very prominent, that always has thousands of people awaiting services. There's also community care for the elderly. There's Alzheimer's home care programs. Those have endless waiting lists, and the state legislature is on track to probably follow what Governor DeSantis is recommending, and they're going to put about maybe $15 billion in reserves. The state is awash in money right now, largely because a lot of federal money is also flowing into Florida, and the state's economy is doing pretty well, all told. So they have the kind of money that they could really answer some real problems this year. And they don't seem to want to take steps toward that. Affordable housing is the topic that is on the minds of many voters right now. I mean, anyone that owns a house right now is thinking they're sitting on a gold mine, that's going up in value. But at the same time, if they tried to sell it, they'd never be able to afford another house. So they're sort of trapped in their current situation. Yeah. And this is a state that it's nothing new, or it's nothing that notable to say we're a state of haves and have-nots. And the have-nots in this state really are largely bypassed by the interests of the Florida legislature. There's not much reach out that they're looking to do. It follows in that the Republican Party in the state does not want a large government, and does not want government, subsidies or anything like that. On affordable housing, there could be a lot more money put into trying to stabilize rents, trying to make home ownership a little bit more real for people, that they could somehow tap some state reserves or state money to get down payment assistance. Those are the kind of things that the legislature could proactively do. And, it's just not on the table. They are putting some money into the conventional affordable housing efforts that the state has had that provide some money to counties. But even that's a little bit of a dispute between the House and Senate right now, because the House is not going along with anything with rental assistance. So, kind of like, go figure, that is an issue that you would think does course through that Republican voting base as well. They're affected by it as well. But the legislature does not seem to want to really address it. I guess, maybe will the market take care of it? Rising interest rates will ease affordable housing over the next year. It's possible, but there could be more done right now to sort of help people that can't afford rent anymore. That's a very common story across Florida.